welcome back to another episode of Whatever Happened to Fun.
I'm Bella.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Devin.
Whatever Happened to Fun is for the girl who will fall for the propaganda.
Yes.
That was good.
Yeah, that trend is like
true.
pissing me off a little bit.
It's
Yeah.
so annoying.
I like
hate
that it's already made a 180 of like people making a list of propaganda they will
Yeah.
fall for.
They have fallen for it,
Yeah, I like propaganda every once in a while.
Come on, a little bit
I
of
think
propaganda.
we're smart enough to discern when the propaganda is like dangerous and when the propaganda is like fun.
And also when
Yeah.
it's actual propaganda, because
Yeah.
I just see,
Right.
I like see people posting like propaganda I'm not falling for. Apples or something random. It's
Yeah.
just like, that's not really the point of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be like beef bowl. It's like, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
If you
You
want to
can-
make a beef bowl, you
That's
actually can.
Yeah.
Actually, I will start with propaganda I've fallen for, the beef,
Yeah.
the TikTok beef ball. I love that beef ball.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's beef.
It's
sweet
ground
potato,
beef, sweet potato, cottage
Oh.
cheese,
These are all my favorite things.
Honey.
avocado drizzled with honey.
Yeah.
And you
hot honey.
put it into a ball and
It's
then...
just a bowl.
A bowl.
Oh, a bowl. I thought you were
Oh.
saying meatball
Yes, you
or like
actually
whatever.
put it in the blender.
Also
Actually,
sounds
that
good.
also
Yeah.
could work, I
It does
feel
Yeah.
sound
like.
good. But yeah, it's a bowl.
Food processor, yeah. But propaganda that we are falling for this week is Cowboy Carter, which
Obviously.
we went to
Which
go see this weekend.
I literally just saw someone say like that people are like think that her tour is like propaganda. When it's like then the comment back was like
It's literally, yeah.
it's kind of the exact opposite.
Yeah.
yeah. It's like
Vegeta.
responding to the propaganda.
It's like because it was specifically the video of her. Someone posted a video of her singing the national anthem, Cowboy Carter. Spoilers, and people were like, "This is eerie and dystopian." It's supposed to be a comment, like commentary on how we're kind of living in a crazy
Yeah.
dystopian time.
Yeah.
It's not propaganda. It's not American propaganda.
I feel like maybe people didn't like take history in high school.
Yeah,
That's kind
I-
of the vibe I'm
I mean,
getting.
anyone in the Beehive knows what she's doing,
Yeah,
and that's,
and
that,
that's
and
what
those are the people at the
matters.
concert.
It also
so,
just like honestly isn't even that hard to understand. You just
No,
have to like
it's
be
very-
willing
it's
to
incredibly
digest
clear.
that, and it's pretty
Yeah.
easy
Yeah.
to like
Willing
take.
to digest.
Yeah.
And I
That's the big
saw,
point.
actually didn't even, this isn't an original thought, but I agree with it. Same video, someone commented, the most patriotic thing you could do for your country is criticize it sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's kind
the
of what all
point.
of Cowboy
Yeah.
Carter, the tour, and the album did.
Yeah.
But the tour even more so.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the tour was
It's the best time of
so.
my life.
We all went on Thursday.
Yes.
Separately, kind of.
Kind of.
We
That's
went.
why.
We arrived together. Devin
Yeah.
and her sister went off. I was with Bella and
Mm-hmm.
a few of our other friends, and yeah, it
But
was.
yeah, I mean, we all had a good time pre-gaming.
Yeah,
and
we
then
did.
Yeah.
We
it
The
was
rain did
really
not
fun.
stop us.
We kind
yeah.
of like pre-Cowboy Carter slayed that, I just want to say,
Yeah.
because we got in, we split up to figure out which merch line was best. We bought our merch. We got to our seats in
Yeah,
time.
in
Like
due
it was just,
time.
even though it was a terrible weather day, we
Yeah.
really like,
Yeah.
me and my sister also did something really amazing, which is that we got up to the section that we were supposed to be in, and like, I think I went to the bathroom after we had separated, and then I was in the bathroom line, and I was looking at tickets on Game Time, and I screenshotted, because my sister wasn't in the bathroom line with me, screenshotted a pair of like tickets for $130 each that were in section 135 in row 4. And I was just like, should we just do it? And then by the time I got out of the bathroom line, my sister was like, yeah, screw it, I'm gonna buy them. And then we bought them, never went to this section we had tickets for, which was like section 313. And we got to literally within like 3 minutes, she had started, got to the seats, realized that they were like the aisle seats closest to the stage in row 4.
That's
It was
insane.
like basically being in the
my
pit
God.
without being in the pit. And then the show started. And I didn't even have enough time to like,
like process that,
process how
yeah.
close I was going to be to Beyonce before it happened. So long, like the best $130 extra dollars.
Well,
I've
yeah,
ever
but
spent.
it's
I didn't
also,
spend.
like-
I spent under $200 on the original tickets.
And
So
you
like,
bought those
then-
tickets back in like February.
Yeah.
yeah. So it kind of
Yeah,
that's like girl
like,
math.
you've
Like that.
already-
Girl
That
math.
was already
Yeah.
done. That wasn't even that didn't
In
count.
reality, you spent altogether $15 more than we did for our seats, so you actually are like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all together. Yeah.
we
so
also bamboozled
game
them
time.
just
Yeah, you've
a
been
little bit.
bamboozled a little.
A little bit. Well, basically, the situation was I was never actually going to go with you guys.
Yes.
My mom wanted to go see the concert. I got her tickets with me and my sister to go out for her Mother's Day present. So I was always going to go on Sunday. But then, like, you guys were going, a bunch of our other friends were going, a bunch of my other, like, everyone I knew was going on Thursday. So I was like, I'm not going to not go on Thursday.
Yeah, and it's like opening night of MetLife. Too,
yeah,
so
and like I was like, I saw a bunch of like $60 tickets like a month or two ago, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy these yet. Like, I feel like they'll keep dropping. They didn't drop. They kept getting more expensive. So I ended up spending like a little bit more than I wanted to on like my ticket for the back. And then on the day of, we just kind of like were able to like get me into a better section. That's what we'll say.
Yeah, basically, can we say what happened, or is MetLife gonna kill us?
I don't think MetLife will.
Yeah, MetLife doesn't care. So
also, I guarantee it wasn't difficult for you guys to do, like,
because it wasn't a
because
problem.
what you just need to show the person at the section that you have tickets in that
section.
They're not counting heads.
Also, after a while, they've recognized your face, like they're just gonna let you in. But so basically, we were going with Bella and Harper and Kate, friends of the podcast, and Kate was running late. So we were like, Kate was running late. We were like, Michael, just sit in her seat until she comes, because obviously he was going to go sit alone. Yeah. And then when she came, we kind of just formed a like 5 pyramid kind of situation, 2 in the front, and then Michael, and then Harper, and then Kate.
And she also arrived like 15 minutes in, so like no one else was gonna really like come and go, or like it wasn't gonna be like the whole thing where like we have to like count seats or like whatever. Like I wasn't gonna get caught at that point in a way.
And also the beginning of the show, at least where we were, I think she came on early for her regular, I don't know like what the kind of like average time for her to go in is. People were like still in and out.
I was surprised.
So I think there was just like
there was so many open seats in front of us right before she came out,
which was kind of annoying for us because we were on the aisle. So she was literally starting with American Requiem, and people's heads were still in my way, and I was like, I'm gonna need you guys to sit the hell down. But like, I think it was so hectic because she started like early that also I just don't think, because if she has the ticket saying she's in this section too, it's like, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? You're not looking at the actual seat.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, it's almost like an honor system, because it's just like there was no one checking our seats like where we were walking. No, like it's kind of just like you self-monitor because no one's gonna give up their seat.
Well,
so
also
it's like
into the pit that way. We could have had someone send us a screenshot. Like they're not.
True.
They're not.
Kind of to that point when Keely and I had gotten to our seats, the seats that we bought on Game Time, there were 2 women sitting in the seats. And so we had just bought the tickets like 3 minutes we were on our way to this section in the stadium when she got the confirmation, right? So we were just like, I don't know, any number of things could be like happening, right?
Whatever, at least
but she got the Ticketmaster like, confirmation, and so for a second I'm like, oh god, like what the hell? Like what's going on? And then we just like tapped them on the shoulder and we were like, hey, we think these are our seats. And the way their reaction was, which is like immediately getting up and being like, oh yeah, we're in whatever, blah blah blah, is just they clearly were looking at the Game Time app too to see the open seats without paying. Like they were already in the section, but they were like probably seat hopping because we had just bought those tickets. Yeah, genius.
Financial
except for we were like, nah, those are my seats. But I hope that they had found They found other seats that were.
They seem like smart girls.
They seem like smart girls. Sorry to rain on your parade,
That's
guys,
but
really. It was the best thing.
I think in situations like that, like leading with confidence, like if you, I don't know, you're carrying a million things, like you're flashing the guy your ticket, like. What are they gonna do?
If you're gonna just try to finesse the system, you gotta be prepared for
and also,
whatever.
As long as you're respectable, like I would say, we were overcrowding our area, right? But we made sure that everyone,
around you was.
Yeah, it wasn't like anyone was gonna have a bad time with it.
So it's like I think as long as you're respectable, and it's like nobody cares. We all want to get the best spot. So like as long as you're doing it in a nice and normal way, I don't really care.
I also think like just in general, my section was great. I had a good time with the people around me. Like I think in the section 100s too is like. The closer you are, the better section you're going to have where people are just like there to truly have the experience. And as long as you're all being respectful, it's like everyone's going to be chill.
That's very true. Because we're all there for the same reason.
We're all there for Beyonce, who was literally
she's
incredible.
You know what? I've recently unblocked Cowboy Carter keywords from my social media to now like
see it.
Absorb
Spoiler
all of this
ban
content.
Has been lifted.
And I realized like something special about the rain show is that we got natural hair Beyonce because she didn't have her hair blown out that night.
Yeah.
And I noticed when she got on stage, I was like, oh, curly hair, I love it. And then I realized like every picture I've seen of her after has her
on
she
Sunday,
has her hair
she
blown
had
out.
her usual
so
hair.
I think I like that. We got a little realness from her.
When we went to the Renaissance tour, it was also raining like as we arrived. It was like kind of pouring rain as we arrived. But then before, like I think even before we got to our seats, it was
our experience like getting dropped off checking in, getting through the parking lot, like, to security. It was terrible.
Chaotic.
It was ridiculously bad. It was so much. I knew it was raining. It was so much worse than I thought.
Yeah.
We were trying to Venmo or Zelle a lady for
$70 ponchos in the rain, and then we're getting
one
a
of our
golf
friends,
cart.
like, caught some golf cart driver. Like, she flagged him down and gave him $20.
So fun.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure,
we always have fun.
We can always make it
in
fun.
The situations, but
I mean,
it was ridiculous.
At least we didn't have to walk through the parking lot. Yeah. When I went on Sunday, there was a lot more, tailgating and fun happening in the parking lot, which looked really fun. We were like a little too late to like really tailgate or do anything fun, but it was still good energy. And then when I was there on Sunday, like there was like a few empty seats around us, so like we had like some spacious room. But I would almost argue it's better enjoyed with a crowd. It wasn't bad by any means. My mom also like loved it, but like it was just kind of like, it was like, I think it's also like after being in like the 100 section, like going to like the 300s and like people are not as hyped up there. It's like a different, like you kind of had to like meet them at their level, but I mean, Beyonce will always meet you anywhere. So at that point it's worth it.
In a flying car.
Yeah.
It is like, did she do anything different Sunday than Thursday, or was it the same?
No, just different outfits, but which is also just like insane.
Oh, I saw some of her
different
outfits.
Wardrobe every single show.
Well, because I remember like for Renaissance, she had like those 3 bodysuits that she was kind of alternating between. Like she would do stuff like that, but like from looking at all these pictures, I'm just like,
it was a different. I think the Renaissance one was maybe the same, but I think that one is so tied in with like the technology that like they kind of have to keep that together. But literally everything was different.
That's insane.
Yeah,
it's such a production. It is so.
Yeah, I would say the scope of it all, spectacle. The history,
her voice, her
choreography.
I thought this since Renaissance, like not actually, but her interludes are almost better than her being on stage. Like obviously not, but like her, like the in between, like visuals,
they're like films,
and this music she uses for that. And I've always found it so interesting too. It adds so much depth to the entire show.
And also, what I feel like has been like on display for this tour and like this era specifically is like her sense of humor is very fun. She has an underrated sense of humor that like I feel like people don't totally catch on to all the time. She's like pretty funny. And like a lot of like the visuals of the tour, a lot of different sections of the tour, that whole like one side of the stage is the saloon and the other side is the salon, and like just everything about that whole section. During Thick and Levi's Jeans, when they're like in the little salon chairs with like their newspapers, like everything is so much fun, and like every song has a different concept,
and it's so tight that she's so like obviously has to stick to script, but I think she has fun where she can with playing with her audience, and obviously especially the Beehive, like she knows those faces, right? In the pit. Like she'll recognize people. She calls people by name, that they write their names on the signs. Like, she does what she can when she can, but it's also like.
And she knows we're in New Jersey when she knows we're in New Jersey.
Oh my god, well,
she like switched back and forth.
She switched back and forth tastefully,
which we respect.
The recognition is really.
Yeah, I was going to say
your
that.
New York crowd, but we are technically in New Jersey.
We are in New Jersey, and as New Jersey girls, the first time Beyonce said New Jersey, me and my sister looked at each other. We were like, oh my god, we love it. No, it was a tasteful like back and forth.
Bella Haynes was having an aneurysm.
Yeah, our friend from Jersey.
Oh yeah. I was actually gonna ask. I actually took a lot of more videos than I usually take at concerts, probably just because I had a good view. But I have been wanting to. Maybe I'll post it on our TikTok. Make a compilation of every time I'm videotaping, I'm recording something, and then it transitions to the next song and I don't know the set list, so it's something like really near and dear to my sister and I's heart, and then I have a literal panic. We are both having aneurysms and it's like I drop the camera and it's just like a view of my leg, but me and my sister are like, oh my god, like it's ridiculous. And there's at least like 5 of those videos that I could like put in a compilation somewhere, because that is the beauty of not knowing a set list. Like it's so, and that set list just like did not let up for air. It was perfect. It was beautiful. The beginning, like, oh my god, America Has a Problem, My House, having a big moment with My House right now too. So I was just like, it was the perfect like, but other than the Cowboy Carter specific songs, like I just thought it was, and I didn't know we were going back to Renaissance, and I just
I didn't know that either.
That was really hard for me to not talk about all the time after I saw the videos.
My god, hearing Kevin Prodigy, that's
his
name, right? His voice again.
I had seen videos because I stopped trying to not see them because I was like, okay, I can't. But then I think I reverse psychology my phone because then I actually if I saw something, I would literally just close my eyes and swipe. So I didn't know the exact set list or anything.
Yeah.
I did not expect Yaya to be so soon. I was
Yaya's early.
It was number 4.
It's the fourth song,
I literally, we were I was flying through the air the car.
When she lights the piano on when she gets the cigar lit and then it goes on, I was dead. I was literally
it was everything.
I need to watch. Maybe she'll come out hopefully with something eventually, or I can watch other people's videos. But I do remember during Yaya, I was watching the dancers, and I was literally my jaw was on the floor in awe by whatever was going on.
I know, I didn't watch the dancers enough.
Yeah, but then after that, I never took my eyes off of her ever again. Yeah. I was literally it was the strangest shot ever that was on the screen of whatever they were doing, and I was and then they went away, and then I was well, I have to continue to watch my friend Beyonce.
Yeah.
But it's really the whole
There's
production of it is so insane.
There's so much to digest. You want to go twice.
Yes.
Well, I am looking at tickets for tomorrow because it's raining. So I'm when is it gonna drop?
Yeah. Well, it's also just even seeing it twice. It's I must have literally blacked out the first time when she did Pure Honey into Summer Renaissance back into Pure Honey. Because when it happened on Sunday after I'd already seen it on Thursday, I was I don't remember her doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm just wait, now I get to see it again.
No,
and I need to see it
it's
again.
Such an adrenaline-filled moment. I was
I almost didn't have time to process it in the 2 days in between. So now when I went back, I was oh my god, I have to I still couldn't handle it.
Yeah, no, the best day of my life was probably when I saw Renaissance after seeing Renaissance the first time.
Yeah.
Because I spent the whole day being oh my god, I get to see this again, and I get to experience it with my sister separately. I was I cannot wait for you to experience this thing that I've just experienced, and I think it's the best thing ever. It's truly
unreal.
It's an unreal experience.
Yeah.
It's not like any other, honestly, experience I've ever had in my life, and for me, I think it's safe to say that Cowboy Carter tour has only dethroned Renaissance as the best show I've ever seen live. So you're 2 for 2, Queen.
Yeah, Beyonce just does it different.
Yeah, some people everyone kept asking me if it was better than Eras Tour, and there is really no comparison at all. The one comparison I will make, which is the only one that I think is fair, is what people are wearing. And what I think is, I just had this random observation on Sunday when I was walking through. Eras Tour, everyone for both goes all out with their outfits.
Theme-wise, separately.
However, Eras Tour, I would say, is costume-based.
And fashion, yeah.
Beyonce concerts are fashion.
100%.
Taylor Swift, everyone is dressing up, cosplaying. Everyone has to be a specific thing. Whereas at Beyonce, everyone is taking the theme and running with it. And no one's dressed up like her.
No, the Beehive is probably an objectively more creative group of people, I would say. The fassion that I've seen.
And we love Swifties. Yeah.
Yeah, I am one of both.
We are,
so I can say this. But I think I didn't know that they do that every night. They crown Tina Knowles crowns.
Yeah, the Rodeo King and Queen. Yeah.
Those outfits, unlike anything and you could tell that's love
that,
and labor that goes into that.
Absolutely.
And to wear those in the pit where they probably will get destroyed by the end of the night.
On.
Yeah, literally.
And people
with huge trains, and I was whoa, how are you dancing with that?
What people do.
Yeah, I think it was our night, and I think it says genres are a funny little concept.
Yes, the Cape.
Yes, yeah. I know someone who is going to all nights at MetLife Stadium, and he has a different outfit for every single night. He posted his rack before it started.
Wow. Yeah. I am not someone who can ever plan an outfit more than probably 48 hours in advance. And I'm not that creative.
I was still scrambling.
It's I commend everyone who does, because it's quite literally so fab. It adds to the entire. Yeah. That's what it is about seeing a Beyonce show.
Yeah, it's just everything is.
This is a community inside a stadium that is everyone's just so happy to be there.
Yeah, so excited. She creates such an incredible environment.
Yeah, it's a different environment.
It's insane. Yeah. So there's another, if you're listening to this on Wednesday, there's another show tonight. If you haven't gone, I'm sure there'll be tickets available.
Yeah,
I will be on Game Time tomorrow.
Yeah, we could also be there.
I'm gonna be on Game Time at work on my desktop, switching back and forth my tabs, just
And then on Thursday we can all go again together.
Awesome.
Perfect.
I would spend all my money on that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, it was a perfect kickoff to Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. It was.
It
and
really
summer
was.
in general.
And so patriotic. It really was.
Yeah, that was the
it got me in
that
the
I was
mood.
ready for. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Speaking of Memorial Day weekend, switching subjects, Propaganda I'm actually not falling for is going out down the shore Memorial Day weekend with Alex Earl. Devin, as our New Jersey girl, please explain to me, because you're not in these areas that I saw on TikTok.
No, I'm not in like the most popular. No. I'm not in the hoi polloi of,
like
of
DJ.
Oh God,
DJ.
yeah.
DJs like at Jenks.
It was all
Parker
over my
House.
TikTok. Parker House.
I was gonna ask if it was all over your For You pages because it was all over mine too, but I figured because that's
over
because I'm in Jersey Shore.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah. I swear, I don't know. It's kind of this. I feel like we've had this conversation about Thanksgiving Eve too. Like, it's always been a thing, but does it not feel so aggressive now?
Yeah,
it feels aggressive.
Maybe it's
this
just social media. It felt
yeah.
so aggressive this year, and I even saw some discourse online about people being like, tell the influencers to stay away from the Jersey Shore, which is funny.
Like, you guys made them influencers. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the kind of argument for anything.
Yeah.
When we turn against influencers, we're like, we made them famous, so whatever. But also, I mean, first of all, there's also like a lot of influencers I can think off the top of my head, like Alex Earl, who grew up in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm never going to be
she would
annoyed
be doing
at
this
you.
if she wasn't an
yes,
influencer.
Yes, that's kind of why she got famous. Is because so it's like there are certain people that I'm like. I know that it's so insane to wrap your head around, but like Alex Earl is one I'm like, yeah, this is kind of why you're famous.
Right.
I am giving you, but it does feel like I know Brianna Chicken Fry went to Jersey Shore for the first time ever this weekend, which was also like crazy. You would assume that she would have already been.
Yeah.
Like, I know she grew up in Boston,
Wait,
but
so
she seems
she
like
went to like those the ones that were on TikTok.
I don't really know exactly what she did.
Yeah, I don't know. She maybe went to like Jenks or something. I have no idea.
I didn't follow her that closely, but I do know that she went.
It does feel like it was
Am
really
I crazy
shoved
that
down
it just,
my
like,
throat
didn't
this
look
weekend.
that fun? Like people waiting in like an hour and a half
people
line.
Wait
like,
in
what is
like
that?
2-hour lines for the Parker House and in the middle of the day, and that's not ever been my Jersey Shore experience. I go to a different like part of the Jersey Shore.
Gatekeep it. Yeah.
We have bars. We have a bar. We have a bar like that also did have a 2-hour line this weekend, and I can't say shit because I just have a VIP pass that I get to skip it. So
how many people can you bring with it?
None, unfortunately.
It's like a credit card,
yeah,
right?
so I have no +1s on this thing, but we did we were able to sneak a +1 in with us. Just this once, said the bouncer, which, so I'm not airing it out.
Wow.
But she was like, because we arrived.
Even on Memorial Day weekend.
It was Saturday of Memorial Day weekend. We only went out because we knew the line was going to be crazy, but we had the passes. So we literally only went out knowing that we would be able to skip this line. Because otherwise we would not have done it. So that's kind of the difference between I'm also like half the time spending this time down the shore with my family. So it's just like I have different experiences, and like I don't always have friends to go out with down there. So it's like depends on kind of who's around and like what's happening. And if it's a holiday weekend. So now it was Memorial Day weekend. The next month is going to go back to chill, which is my favorite time to be there. Like June is actually really great time, but it was Benny's all over the place this weekend, and we went to Saturday night. We went to this bar. It was like 11:30. It was late for us, and we were able to get in the VIP line. I heard that. First of all, I heard that the line was an hour and a half to get in, like roughly.
I know
for
someone
the
who waited an hour and a half.
Idea?
Yeah.
So it was. That's absolutely not something I would have done, and I also get to skip the cover. So, I mean, I personally hate paying cover, and we hate waiting in lines. So those are two things we don't like to do.
Yeah.
I pay a cover if there's live music. I've paid the cover here before.
Well, yeah.
Because there's times where it's worth it, but like knowing you can arrive at this bar, skip the line, and not pay cover is a huge incentive to go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, do I think it's worth an hour and a half line? Absolutely not. Because I can also go back in 3 weeks when it's like not busy at all and still a chiller crowd and the music is just as good. Like,
wait, so how did you get your +1? They were just
there was 3 of us. 2 of us had cards, and the one person who didn't have a card was a 35-year-old man.
Right.
And so we said, hey, we got 2 cards between the 3 of us. We'll pay cover for him if you want, like whatever. And she just was like, no +1s this year, but I'll let it slide tonight.
Wow.
Not again, though.
And
what a nice woman.
Have to let it slide a more times.
Yeah, a couple more times actually. We'll be sure not to see her again.
Right. I mean, I'll pay. Can I just cut the line?
Oh, I'll pay double. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll literally give you $100. Yeah. I'm just not waiting in that line.
No.
And we'll talk about you on the
so
podcast.
Actually, this is the other thing. which I knew other big bars were doing in Jersey Shore. This is not something that this bar has ever done. There's a QR code you can scan to skip the line, which we did in Charleston.
And the Dark Horse Tavern in Portland does that.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So this is, again, like, not something they've ever provided before.
Yeah.
I think what happens is, like, this pricing surges based on how long the line is. We checked on the Uber ride over to see how much it would be, because before we knew we were going to get him in, we were like, oh, like, let's look into this. $100.
Wow.
$100.
And the thing is, people wouldn't even
They're doing
think
it.
about
Yeah.
People
would do
mean.
it.
Like, if I saw that line was 2 hours long, I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's, I mean, if you're not from there, but, like, I will not make
if you're
you guys,
making the trip
I will
there
not
and you
make
want
you
to go
guys
there.
do that
Yeah.
because I know enough people. But
Right.
it is, it's crazy that that's people's regular experience. I don't, like, the thing is though, people say that they wait 2 hours for, like, Parker House, and then it is the best time they've ever had. So I'm like, if that is worth it to you.
That is the thing. Yeah.
And you can get drunk in line, then sure,
But, like,
sure, I'm all power to you, I guess.
Yeah.
It just seems
I guess
like
we're
always,
doing it
it
right.
also was not a beach weekend this weekend, so more incentive for people to wait in line, maybe, because there was honestly nothing else to do. Like, personally, for me, it was not a beach weekend, which sucked, but it was just, like, 72 hours of me getting drinking with my family straight. So
did you not go at all?
No, it was just not, like, it was not warm enough.
weather?
It was nice on, like, Sunday maybe, but it was,
Yeah.
It was also my mom's birthday weekend, so
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
happy birthday to my mom.
Notorious party girl of the week.
Yeah,
But
honorary.
also, yeah.
She's honorary.
Honorary
We have
mention
another
is
one.
for her 60th birthday.
Oh,
happy
love it.
birthday to
Yeah.
my mom. But
Yeah.
Well,
my Memorial Day weekend did not involve lines or covers. After going to Beyonce, I went to Connecticut, went to my gay bar in my town where all the people I know and love will be.
Right.
My friends will come. There is no line. There is no cover. I always know I can get a drink. And I always know that I can Venmo the DJ $3 and he will play the random Nicole Scherzinger deep cut I want to hear.
Right.
And then I can go home with no problems with an Uber, and it's perfect. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that sounds like luxury.
shout out to
Does
Troop
sound like
429 in Norwalk. Everyone should go.
We love it.
If you can match the vibe in Norwalk at that place.
Whenever Michael's at Troop, his stories, you just know they're gonna be.
yeah, the text that I was
Oh,
receiving
I run into
from
some people.
Michael
I meet some
specifically.
people.
Classic
Yeah.
Renaissance paintings on his stories. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh yes, there was a fair share of those this weekend.
No, I was like loving it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
about
Memorial
you?
Day, I went to Long Island, and I just want to say I notoriously hate Long Island. I do.
To put the, yeah, I mean,
I like
we-
it, Long
oh.
Island listeners.
Or did you just say
I've been
that?
to I've been to Long Beach. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, but we hate Long Island over here on this.
Oh.
We hate Long Island on this podcast.
Okay.
Notoriously, but. I went to Fire Island with my friends and my friend from home, Caitlin, friend of the podcast, and it was really fun. I will say, like, this is what I was going to say about, like, the waiting in lines thing. It's, like, I just think social media has made people believe that they have to go to this certain spot to have a good time, and it's, like, we talk about all the time. Like, no, you don't. Like, you can actually
like, you might have more fun at the place without the line.
Even with one friend in a dive bar or, like, a bar that doesn't have a line and have the time of your life.
Yeah, with my bar,
Yeah.
it really is kind of the only place to
Well,
get that
Yeah.
specific experience on the island.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and like around
that
is-
around
Yeah.
your area though, I was gonna say also it's not like you can walk to a million places. You're very
there's a
secluded
couple
right
in that area,
there.
but that's it. Yeah.
But so Fire Island was fun. We had a few like long walks, and we did get like tickets to like I think the biggest bar there. Like it was like $35. We paid it like a few months ago. And that was like totally fine. Like I would have done that. Like I'm glad I went. It was like fun to see and like a fine time. And then we met up with some of the rest of her friends and kind of just like bar hopped, and we like ended up in like what I would describe to you as like a scene from the Jersey Shore in this bar. Like there was a stage we were like hanging on like the fucking rafters, like dancing. Like it was like so insane. And someone texted me and said, I'd love to take you to dinner. It was so nice to meet you. I literally have no idea who that was. And I would like to say, like, I wasn't really that drunk. Like, I remember everything that happened. No idea who that is. Literally couldn't even.
Wasn't
Are
important.
you gonna go?
No. I mean, I looked.
You just say yes to see who it is.
Yeah.
He followed me on Instagram. Well, he said his
That's
name was
you.
Drew, and then someone named Drew followed me on Instagram. And I don't know. He just looks like an
Pieces
older
get
guy.
put
Like, I
together,
don't really
yeah.
know. The pieces.
Pieces.
He also looks like he might be in the same, like, work line as I am. So maybe
that's
what
what you
we're talking
spoke about,
I
yeah.
don't really know. But something
line of
else that
work.
I think is an apocalypse happening on Long Island is that everyone is named Drew. I swear to God, I met at least
Lots
10
of
people
them.
named Drew. Our friend Emma's boyfriend's name is Drew. That guy's name was Drew, and I swear to God, I met like 5 other guys. Everyone, they're like, oh, this is Drew. Why are you
Where are they all coming from?
Where are you coming from, and who is naming you this name?
Yeah. Is Drew short for anything?
Drew.
All the time, though?
Well, I guess
Are there some, like, non-Andrews?
Are there some Drews?
You could be a Drew and not an Andrew. I'm sure there are. I don't know.
That's a good question, actually.
I don't know if I've actually ever met one. I'm assuming that they were all Andrews.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give Long Island, like, a fine time. If I'm with Caitlin and I'm doing that thing, and I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, it was what you had to do that weekend. It was fun. Like,
but
that was...
Also, go back to your Friday night when you went to Fisher,
okay,
and there was a big problem.
Oh, yeah, that's so crazy.
Michael... You have drugged.
I was waiting for this story.
It's been so long that I already forget half the things I did.
Yeah. So me and, again, friend of the podcast, Caitlin, we got randomly free tickets to Fisher in Brooklyn at this venue called the Red Hook Grain Terminal, and it was like the first time it's either ever been open or opened in a long time.
Red Hook is really in right now.
Like, I would like to go.
I want to go. Yeah.
So I didn't know, like, if I had known if it was a brand new venue and whatever, and it was the first time it was opening when we were going, I maybe would have been like, oh, maybe we should, like, put shooters in our bras or something like that, or, I don't know, have portable chargers or something like that.
Yeah.
It just would have clicked for me that it would have been, like, they're not prepared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we get there, and it's, like, whatever, like, a normal show, rave situation. Like, you have to walk, like, 6 miles to get to the venue. Like, nothing about that shocked me. We get there, I did see they were, like, fully checking, like, Steve Madden boots, like, up and down in the leg. Like, if I had something in my shoe, they would have taken it unless it was, like, under my foot.
They're like, we're new, we can't get shut down.
But yeah, no, I mean, we went to our friend's pregame in Brooklyn prior to this, Kate. And, like, we pregame, like, decently well, but not nearly enough.
If you had known.
So then we get
the tragedy that was about to strike.
It's so funny. So the thing was from 3 to 10. Fisher was going on around 8.
That's not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time. It was only playing for 2 hours. I don't really know. But so we get there at, like, 7:15, I would say, because we just obviously wanted to scope out the situation. And another DJ's playing. Like, we can listen, whatever. We get there, there's not that many people, like, there's definitely room to move around, where it was so funny, we're standing in line, and the drink was, like, a White Claw tequila slush, like, it sounded so insane, and me and Caitlin were like, and we'll be taking 4 of those, baby. We literally, like, we were cracking up over the name of it, like, the slush just sent me into orbit, because it's like, what, you put tequila in a White Claw and you're calling it that, like, don't piss me off. We get up there, hi, 2, like, tequila slushes, please, and they're like, oh, we can only serve Red Bull and water. And we were like, huh? What do you mean by that?
So they were still advertising it.
And they were like, the liquor department just showed up and, like, pulled our license. So because we were looking around and it pissed me off so bad that I could see people with drinks in their hands still.
Because, what was the time between you being in line?
The girl said it 5
So I was like, why would they have let you stay in line then?
I don't know. Literally, the girl was like, I feel really bad because we were obviously, the second you pissed me and Caitlin off, like, it's not going to be a good day for you. So we were definitely being rude as hell to this girl. But she was like, I wish you guys came 5 seconds early. Like, if I didn't pee or something, we would have gotten drinks. But yeah, they said that it's
still insane, though.
The liquor department, like, showed up, and I think it must have been a thing of, like, the hard liquor. Like, I wish they didn't push for, like, a hard liquor license and just did, like, beer. And
but
then,
White Claws.
Yeah, could you take the tequila out of the White Claw slush and then just give me the White Claw?
So we just literally...
Nothing is ever easy.
I mean, Caitlin drinks Red Bulls. I don't drink energy drinks, but we both just got a Red Bull because I was like, what else am I going to do? I need something. And a water and, like, whatever. And it was, like, honestly, like, a pretty fine time. It does worry me because everyone in that crowd was an idiot. If everyone
Fisher
was
crowds
hammered,
tend to be idiots.
Like, if everyone was hammered, like, I don't think I would have felt, like, safe, probably, for lack of a better term, in the crowd. There was this old woman, like, not even kidding, she was 60 years old, like, go off, Queen, I'm happy for you. Dancing, but not dancing, like, bopping around, and Caitlin had to be like, you're really, like, and she was bumping into all of us, but me and Caitlin just happened to be at the front of our group, and we were like, sorry, like, we don't mean to be an asshole, can you just bop that way towards your husband? And she was screaming at us, and then it happened multiple times when people would, like, come and stand next to us, they would be like, I'm sorry, like, can you just not do that? Like, everyone is sober right now, and nobody is moving around you.
There's like certain things you can tolerate when you're not sober.
God, she did not. That I was like, I can't believe someone hasn't punched her in the face. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, especially if not the whole crowd is.
Nobody else around them.
Go find more space. I don't know.
Freaks.
I've had so many annoying experiences in crowds.
Someone in our group did pass out, and he ended up being fine. But he had to leave prior to the show even starting, which was crazy. Fisher didn't come on until 8:30, so he only played for an hour and a half. He stopped immediately at 10. Which
that's so weird to me. It
so
still seems like a whole venue like thing.
Everyone was just like, I don't really think it's his fault. I don't really care. Like I enjoyed his show. I thought it was great. But everyone was mad that like he didn't. Or I saw on social media he didn't take the time to pick up the mic and be like, I know you guys don't have liquor and that I started 30 minutes late. Like,
it doesn't seem very like him because he seems like a sweetie pie.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy him and like the things I know about him. So I don't know. I thought it was a little bit strange, but we, after Take It Off and the song that has the word world in it, I don't
hate that song.
Okay. We
World,
played
hold on.
that one, yeah.
Why is it the most popular Fisher song? It is his most boring song. Anyway, sorry.
I really don't know.
People love it so fucking much. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Never listened to it.
He did like a Sexy Bitch remix that I really liked.
Yeah.
And, well, the first hour of his show was very EDM and like, I need words, like I just do. I'm not a big EDMer, so I was like, oh my god, like I think I'm gonna blow my brains out. I was like having a good time, but I was just like, come on, like play Take It Off already. Yeah. I knew he wasn't gonna play it until the end, but he actually played at probably like 9:15, and then World Hold On, and then we left probably at like 9:45 because I was like, everyone is gonna rush out of here, so let's just go while we can. And it was like the best thing we could have ever done because then I saw on TikTok everyone was like falling over. Like I wouldn't have done well with that personally. I'm so little. So I literally said to Caitlin, I was like, either we can stay back and literally wait for the lot to clear out, which I think is a bad idea for Ubers, or we should go 15 minutes early. And so I'm glad we did that. And we got an Uber. We had to walk again like 20 minutes. We got an Uber, no problem though. So
yeah.
But yeah, the liquor thing was crazy.
That would have
That's
pissed
wild.
me off so
yeah.
Yeah.
We just had to kind of be like taken on the chin and be like, all right,
we're
here.
here.
What's happening? We're here.
Yeah.
We didn't pay for the tickets. I literally was like, if we are having a bad time even 3 minutes into the set, we can go. We didn't pay for these tickets.
Yeah,
so it's like,
you only paid for your
no
Red
stakes.
Bulls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We heard a guy, like a huge frat guy behind us being like, we heard someone got so drunk they had to stop serving alcohol. I was like, oh my
god, shut up.
People for the Fisher, I went to a Fisher show last summer, and it was the drunkest group of people I've ever been around in my life. I will say, it was.
Yeah, I'm almost a little bit glad that people couldn't drink.
It was insane.
Oh, and
I was also in the water with these people, so like there was like I looked around like the people kept splashing me, and then we also kept looking around. And people were like bleeding randomly, and I was like, "What is literally going on at this Fisher show right now?" Great, best show I've ever been to.
Right, no,
he's awesome. He's so fucking
great.
good.
Yeah, no. I did actually in the middle of the crowd. We moved back from the old lady, and I ran into someone who went to Maris. We actually had never met before,
that's so
but
crazy.
she looked at me and was like, "Bella, right?" And I was like, "Her name, right?" And it was like really funny.
That's so funny.
But she was really cute. She was like, "Girl, why aren't you in VIP?" And I was like, "Well, I'm glad you think so highly of me." It was really funny. Next time, girl. But
that's so funny.
I'm just comped. I'm not VIP.
I was like, and I knew the other Maris people were there as well. So I don't know. It's always a Maris reunion
everywhere.
But yeah, that was the experience.
And I'm sure so is Long Island.
So wouldn't recommend that Red Hook joint.
Maybe they have
for now,
maybe they had time to get there.
It looked like they served alcohol on Saturday though.
Because I was gonna ask, they had a show the next day.
It looked like they did because people said that they were like really drunk at it.
I think it's maybe like it would give them grace to get their shit together, but it's also like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, that was like my first show also that I ever went to that wasn't like at MSG or something.
Yeah.
So I think also like I could have probably been more mentally prepared for something like that to happen when you're like in the middle of nowhere, essentially, you know?
Yeah.
No, that shouldn't be happening. That's ridiculous.
So
is Brooklyn Mirage open yet?
No. Nope, they're probably not going to
Sounds like it's not going to open this summer.
It's gonna be a scary summer.
Tough summer for them.
I saw a tweet that was like, what are we gonna do if what are all the finance bros gonna do when Mirage isn't open? Like they're gonna be dispersed to other venues. We don't want them.
We don't want them there. Yeah, no, I don't think
they're going to Red Hook. Yeah.
But honestly is a story we should follow. They fired the CEO.
That's crazy.
They fired him after like this whole like reconstruction.
We do like a
thing.
Documentary.
We're gonna do investigative
journalism. Where the Brooklyn Mirage went wrong. Yeah, we can like reach out to people. Me and Michael are getting
back in touch with our roots, and it's the Brooklyn Mirage that makes us
our journalism hats back on. Well, We had a fun weekend.
We still did.
Everyone.
And I want to say that, coasting off that Long Island thing, a bonus I would say is that maybe whatever happened of fun is for the girl who didn't go to the Hamptons for Memorial Day weekend.
No, and that's true.
And didn't go to Jazz's wedding. Yeah.
I wish I was at Jazz's wedding.
It was the biggest wedding. Not even just
cool.
influencers.
Yeah.
I feel like so many people got married this weekend. Just like friends on Instagram influencers.
It's crazy to get married.
I want to make a PSA to all my close friends.
Never do that.
On this couch, please, and out there listening. If you ever have a wedding and you put it on a summer holiday weekend, just know you're dead to me. Yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah.
You're dead to me.
Pissed.
And I'll be pissed.
It is crazy, but maybe, I guess none of them are like really big summer.
No, I'm sure it's like a good weekend to get married because it's like easy to
I think
availability
the
wise.
After is better. Summer's here, but it's not like you have your crazy
but
summer
just like
plans
good
yet.
for like expense wise, it might just be easier availability too, like just because it is a holiday weekend. So, but I don't know. I feel like everyone got married, and everyone was in the Hamptons.
Love that
not saying that we wouldn't go to the Hamptons, but your friends here, your hosts of this podcast are not really much of the West Village girl pipeline to Hamptons every weekend.
No, we don't do that.
If someone wants to take me on their private jet to the Hamptons, I'll go, but I'm surely not taking the jitney. That's surely not happening.
I think I would consider the jitney. Why not? If you have a fun destination,
that's true. Yeah,
if you need a good drink on the, we could do it. We
can
make anything.
We would have fun, but I honestly I see all this content about the Hamptons, and I just don't think I would have fun there.
I think we would have fun if you know the right people. Like, you literally can't go there and be
parties.
like expecting.
I think we would have fun. I don't think I would feel like I I belong there at all.
Yeah, no.
Because it's a bunch of rich people. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what it is.
West Village
we would have to be like
beach towns.
Beach towns? Everything we don't like. It's the West Village of blank.
Yeah, we would need to bring a lot of DHgate accessories and have really big sunglasses on and like do not move.
I would have to wear like a little white dress. It just wouldn't be my tea.
Yeah. I love that our girl Jazz had her wedding at the Blank Space Mansion.
Oh yeah, that was really cute.
She is so fabulous for that.
Yeah, love that.
No, it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
And her dress was so gorgeous.
She did look great.
I've never had such a parasocial relationship with influencers than absorbing every piece of content that anyone has posted from that
I saw a lot of it. Yeah.
I really applaud her also for the way that like she did that, and like I think just like the realness of understanding like how she was able to have that wedding, and like because we all watch her, and then she doesn't have to do that, but then like giving us real time content, like it's just like
she's so real. She really is.
Also, I can afford this because
and I'm glad she was able to also be like, I was still in the moment because she like made a whole video of how she did it.
Yeah, how she actually did it.
And I think that people were probably like, oh my god, you were on your phone your whole wedding, and she was like, no, actually, like I figured it out, and it was really simple for me to make all this content
ahead of time and whatever.
I really applaud her for like everything.
Also,
she did.
just like kind of any wedding, like so much of your wedding is spent you are like missing your entire cocktail hour.
Whether you're an influencer or not, that's
whatever.
Kind of what you're doing.
Your wedding is always going to kind of be.
People now these days are like hiring social media contractors for their weddings anyway, so it's like, you're gonna do it regardless. People wouldn't like necessarily do it like to the end like she did, like through the reception and everything, but no, I really applaud her for like just being open and honest about everything. And she's
literally went to Cowboy Carter the day before her wedding weekend.
Literally.
That's
so
insane,
once again, that is my influencer, honestly.
I like her.
I love that she did that.
Love her.
She made that work for herself.
Speaking of influencer royal weddings, we're going to turn it to the influencer awards that happened yesterday.
Because it wasn't
West Village of awards.
It was no A-listers.
No. The AMAs occurred yesterday.
The American Music Awards.
A disgrace to television, I would say, probably.
Hosted by J-Lo, who I am here for the J-Lo redemption arc in a way. But this did not do anything to help it.
I saw a tweet that said it was down, the viewership was down like
98% or something.
Like 95% from 2022.
Yeah.
You needed Taylor. They needed Taylor Swift.
Even
the AMA's producers thought they were getting Taylor Swift because they needed that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just like...
I didn't watch it. I don't care. I didn't even know it was happening.
I mean, we were only going to
click in research.
if Tay-Tay was there, if we got heard.
I was paying attention.
I mean, I saw the list of performers, which didn't...
Spark your interest.
No.
Spark any interest. There were no A-listers. It was mainly influencers in the crowd.
It is insane. Like, you're the American Music Awards and you can't get, like, the biggest people in American music to be there. That's insane. Like, what does that say about you?
Is something to be said, not for the AMAs, because it's for Kias at this point, but, like, for even, like, the Grammys, like, we love Taylor. She has not performed at the Grammys in, like, 5 years. And it's kind of like, can we please just do this? Like, can we stop? I mean, she's been busy the past few years, so it's whatever. But, like, I remember there was 1 year before the Eras Tour, and, like, Taylor, Beyonce, and Adele were all nominated for, like, Album of the Year. And, like, none of them performed.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, can we go back to when we were doing, like, talk show performances and, like, doing
again,
SNL
basically?
again? Like, can you guys do it? Like,
I feel like it's, like, a thing where people would be like, oh, well, Taylor's too good to perform at the Grammys, basically.
But it's the Grammys.
But go and be the star of the show.
AMAs,
no. But, like, the Grammys, it's like, well, no, you're not too good because...
Yeah, she has.
She has, but you're not too good now because it's, like, that's the best thing you can be. So, like, I understand that it would be, like, giving them, like, cookies, like, literally, like, you know, that's, like, people would pay millions of dollars to see Taylor Swift, so it's, like, whatever, but it's, like,
I'm just, like, kind of saying,
be
like,
proud of, like, your year, and
maybe
if
Beyonce should have performed this year, and Taylor,
I don't think it
they
needs
were
to be
both.
For people like them, a whole production, like Chapel's was, or Sabrina's was, like, I think they could probably get up there and play the piano and sing one song, but I think they should still do something if you're being so, like, highly recognized.
It's not that much work.
I
mean, it is, but, like, obviously, because I know.
Us on this couch, it's not that much work.
No, but I do agree with you. I think that, like,
let's make award shows fun again. Let's go and, like,
actually, I thought there was a point in time where we were getting back to that. I can't remember with what, and then we...
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe some of the AMA's issue was that it has been canceled for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Which also, I saw someone say something that was like, well, that's how you know it's bad, because I didn't even realize it was canceled for the last 2 years.
Yeah, and also, why did they have it on Memorial Day?
That was probably another big factor. Yeah.
There is also that. The other question is, why did Taylor Swift make us believe that she was going to be at the AMAs? Because... some of those hints were quite literally pretty Easter eggy to me.
The biggest one was the one on her website. It was the AMAs.
It was like accessories, music, apparel, shop, and it spelled out AMAs.
Yes.
And then things were 26% off, which
the 26%,
is 13 times 2. Can kind of get behind that, but 26% is still... Like,
I even saw some people, though, saying, like, who never believed it crazy in the first, like, clowning in the first place, but people were like, those were 2 pretty Taylor Swift Easter eggs.
Yes.
But, however, I do truly, truly believe, like, I'm not saying she changed her plan because we were onto her. I don't think that's what she does.
No.
However, I do not think when Rep will be announced / dropped,
she's not gonna get on
it
the
is
stage
going
and
to be so...
the
spectacle lead up Easter eggy. I think it's gonna be...
there'll be no explanation.
An Instagram
unexpected.
post.
I think it's going to be. Yeah.
Or, like,
it wouldn't
she
be...
just literally drops it.
It wouldn't be like a formal announcement, especially at the AMAs. Like, come on.
Yeah.
No one was there.
No.
Who would she have said it to?
Right. I really do think she's just gonna drop it eventually, because if you think about the logistics of the trademarks, like, August is coming up, and, like, I think she at least has to, like, say something or whatever it is, have them
she has to start, like, using it by August.
By August. So, I mean, like, we don't got a lot of time, Mama. That's why I feel like she's just gonna drop it. But she didn't. This was the first year in 18 years that she hadn't won an AMA.
That's crazy.
I saw that on Twitter.
That is crazy.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
They just keep giving her these things for her to drop reputation. So, like, girl, you
they keep giving her breadcrumbs.
What was she up for? I don't even know the number.
It was, like, I think still Tortured Poets stuff. Like, I think, like, Fortnite was still nominated.
Up.
Like, 2 years later.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because, I mean, they didn't have one last year.
With award show cutoff, too, I'm never, like, positive about the times.
But I'm sure there was, like, other things.
Well, yeah, I mean, they gave Billie Eilish, like, everything again.
Yeah, Billie
Eilish. Which, I love that album. I really love that album, but I saw a quote tweet of, like, Pop Crave saying Billie Eilish won all 7 awards, like, big awards, like, Female Pop Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, Pop Album of the Year, whatever the hell. And someone quote tweeted it and said, this is just like when Trump won the 7 swing states, those swing states.
Yeah, this probably all could have gone to Taylor.
Oh my God. Holy crap, that's so funny.
Not saying I agree, just saying I thought it was funny.
No, I love that album, but it's very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sucked.
It just sucked.
It did.
And Gracie Abrams won Best New Artist, so sorry.
Sorry, hate her so much.
We're anti-Gracie on this couch. And this is when it comes out.
No.
We just lost all of our listeners.
I'm so sorry. I hate that bitch.
All 3 of her listeners are not going
It's just
God,
like between
favorite.
that,
This is gonna be
Benson
a real
Boone doing
problem.
another flip, like I really quite.
It was not entertaining or thrilling in any way. I actually did watch part of it.
I did watch. Okay.
I saw Gwen Stefani.
Benson Boone. Did you see that video of him on the red carpet where he was like talking to the camera? Oh my god, it was literally. It sent me into a spiral.
I have been actively trying not to bring him up in this podcast because I'm going to explode one day.
Look at the video and then you can comment on it.
It's not going to be today though. It's not today. Benson Boone, you're safe for today.
About something fun. Are you done with AMAs?
No, I want to talk about Renee Rapp.
Oh, okay. Say
Do we have to talk about Renee Rapp?
Yeah, I really liked her performance. It was really good.
I thought it was pretty good too.
Okay.
It was really good. Bitch, you're like the original Renee Rapp. I like her.
I can see we persuaded you into watching it.
I know. I saw a clip. She is an amazing performer and she is so hot. I have no doubt that her performance of that stupid ass fucking song was amazing.
Stupid ass song. But I was watching it and I was like, a live performance can like turn me on to something more.
I just personally did have like a sexual awakening to seeing her live. So it's like I am here for her performance.
Yeah.
I think it was just like a good reminder. I mean, it's literally been all over my TikTok, but like every time I swipe, it's about her performance or a video of it.
It was good.
I just think it was a good reminder of like, because even I was starting to watch it and she like puts her leg up in the middle of it. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know she could dance. And then I was like, oh wait, no, I did know she could dance. Like, I think it was just a good reminder that like she is actually really talented. She's just a bitch.
Yeah.
And you can be talented and a bitch. You could be a bitch. You can be a bitch.
You're allowed to be a bitch.
You're allowed to be a bitch. I just think her bitchiness needs to be
toned down a little bit.
Her bitchiness is pretentious, which I don't like.
She's a pretentious bitch.
Yeah.
Chapel's bitchiness, I think most of the time is warranted. Tasteful. And that she has her moments.
And
whereas
it's more
I think
Renee
Rapp is just like has
like
this pretentious air about her
everything.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, I really liked that performance.
But she's so incredibly talented.
I think if she kept on that track, like, I wish that the music video of that almost showed what she did in the performance. Because then, even though I don't think, I only saw it on TikTok again. That's where I get all my research from. I still don't think it's a good song, but I still think maybe with better visuals and better whatever, it could have been.
I don't even know what I think about the song. I don't think it's bad. I think it's catchy, but
it's just like what is it?
I think again she's being pretentious in the song.
Yeah.
I think she is.
Well,
and you don't need to carry your attitude into your music with you all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can be. I think she's got a little like grunginess vibe going. Like I like that she's kind of tapping into some like stuff we haven't heard before, like roots of maybe like I don't know. I don't even want to say like Joan Jett maybe. Right. I don't know.
Alanis Morissette.
I think she's having fun with it, but it wasn't what I needed from her as someone who doesn't think her discography is like incredible to begin with. So it's not exactly like what
she needs to get back
what
in
I
the
want.
You know what I mean?
Her ballads always shine through.
Yeah. And she hates that about herself. She hates those.
Well, she's always.
It's just her voice. That's what happens.
Her when she's like. Because, like, I saw her do an interview about this new single, and she was like, I hated this single at first. And it's just like, can you stop saying that? She said that about, like, a different song that she released last time. She's like, I hate... every time she performed this song in her concert, she would always be like, I hate this song. And it's just like, can you stop? You try to not give a fuck so hard that it comes off so forced.
And it's affecting my music listening experience
It's like, okay, if you don't like it, then I don't like it either.
Like a little girl who, like, looks up to her and is like, I love this song. And then she's performing, and she's like, and I hate this song. That's, like, Dream Crusher right there. Like, why would you do that?
It's just so, like, I don't know.
It is kind of reminiscent of when Hit Me Hard and Soft came out and Billie Eilish was doing a bunch of press and half the time she was being a huge bitch too. It rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, I love this album so much. I am trying to listen to your album and appreciate its greatness without your own ear in my head, like your own voice in my head being like
pretentiousness, like
being
that.
pretentious.
Yeah.
I'm open for the album. I'm still obviously.
I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's gonna be a few bangers on it.
Yeah.
Some nice ballads. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't know about that. She don't like.
She might. Yeah, and then it's like
she has to do one.
I don't think that girl's gonna do anything she doesn't want to do. I'm not gonna lie.
But I don't listen to those songs. I like watching her perform them. Yeah. Also, that's just like.
I only listen to them if I'm
literally seen her twice. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's seeing her perform Snow Angel's been one of the best performances I've seen live.
Yeah.
Like
So good.
But I just think there's some things she needs to work out.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for giving me the space to talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to get into our fun news.
Yeah.
Our fun news, breaking news, everyone. New York City is ready for Fro-Yo.
Fro-Yo
is coming back.
Whatever happened to fun is ready for Fro-Yo.
Yeah.
So we're so happy we are to be on the same page as New York City.
Yes, there is a new piece in the New York Magazine on their Grub Street section, and the headline is, "This city is ready for some Fro-Yo."
Woo!
Dubai drizzles, artisanal swirls. Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Artisanal swirls. The return of 16 handles. Is there a next big... I'm too excited. Is the next big yogurt boom here at last?
I'm ready.
Yes, so this talks about a new place called Butterfield Markets on the Upper East Side. I haven't heard of it. But it's saying it is attracting people of all ages. The West Village girls are going uptown to this place. Then there's another place called
casts
Madison
a wide
Fair.
net. What can they say?
But this is basically saying that Fro-Yo is coming back. It had its big moment in the mid 2010s.
Well, just think about how good that time was.
And it was, and I lately have been thinking, I'm so ready for a Fro-Yo revival.
Person.
I love
We should go get it after this.
I was just going to say that, guys.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways. No, the days that I would go and have my mom drop me off at, I think ours was called Sweet Frog maybe in Cortland, but
the one in Poughkeepsie is Sweet Frog too, so that makes sense.
The tea, and they have the pink and green taco.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Every Fro-Yo place does have the same colors and the same names, so they all get in my head.
Pink berry, beep.
Yeah.
No, the tea that would be spilt around a cup of Fro-Yo amongst teenage girls, that needs to be studied. The welcoming space.
No, me and my high school boyfriend.
Safe space.
After dinner date. We were going to 16 handles.
Yeah,
That's
the top.
I had 16 handles.
I like a do-it-yourself model.
I love it.
If those workers, they didn't have to do anything. Those 14-year-olds that were behind the counter.
And great first job for kids in high school.
Pay.
Yeah, perfect.
Are we? And I am all for the local. We should support local businesses,
right?
But can we see a bit more 16 handles popping up in the city? Can we expect that?
But now it's also
it's Pinkberry, which. We live by one, so I do have it every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite Fro-Yo place, though.
No, it's not very good.
You can't do it yourself. Why doesn't Pinkberry have a do-it-yourself?
Yeah, I don't like that. But are we here for the old-fashioned Fro-Yo where you do it yourself, or are we here for these new places with Dubai chocolate dip?
I'm not there for that immediately.
I mean, I think that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
If I'm going to order and have that experience, then I'm probably just gonna get ice cream.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that they are.
You want a sundae if you want something more.
If I'm going all out, then I might as well just be getting ice cream.
That to me is luxury, and the Fro-Yo of it all and the good times that Fro-Yo brings is not luxury.
It's the do-it-yourself quality.
And it might be the opposite. It's laid back and I just need a sweet treat.
Yeah.
Where that is that's an experience and it's too much for me, and in my opinion.
Sometimes,
I
agree.
mean?
I 100% agree.
It's too high end. I feel I need to put on a little outfit for it. Whereas that is I can go.
Or that has to be a part of our night.
The thing.
Yeah.
Whereas it's a thing.
Fro-Yo's.
It's not.
Yeah.
Well,
I have cried in our local Pinkberry before. Sat alone, ate some Fro-Yo, probably cried a little bit.
I always I like to order frozen yogurt sometimes though, because I grew up with a place called Stu Leonard's near my house. That was our local. We've had the frozen yogurt there before. It's so good. And then also, I will even go to a Mr. Softy truck. There's one parked down from my
and that's a New York experience.
And I remember specifically last summer I did not have a good summer. I was unemployed the whole time. But there was just one day where it was the sun was setting and I was I'm gonna go to the Mr. Softy truck, and I Venmo'd the guy $7 for my little cone, and then I walked over to the pier and I ate my frozen yogurt and then went back job searching in my apartment. And I was girl who was going to be okay with frozen yogurt for that beautiful 35 minutes. Yeah.
It's there for you. What are we learning about Fro-Yo right now? It's there for you in your happiest of times. It's there for you in your darkest of times.
Right, yeah.
And we want to see more of that. Right. And I have no idea if Fro-Yo is healthier for you than ice cream. I don't think it is. But it's the thought that it might be a little bit is enough too.
Yeah, it's
and
like
it feels
eating
lighter,
like free or something.
yeah.
It's like, oh my god, I'm doing something good. Propaganda, I'm falling for.
Oh,
Fro-Yo.
the return of Fro-Yo. Please.
Propaganda, I'm not falling for. Expensive West Village Fro-Yo, not falling for that.
So true.
You mean Fro-Yo bar? I'm sure that's what it'll be called.
It'll be called that. I'm not going to the Fro-Yo bar.
The Fro-Yo bar.
I'm going to pick Barry like a normal, upstanding citizen.
Yeah.
And if you're not there, I don't care about you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wait in line for Dubai Fro-Yo. Like that sounds.
If someone would like to go wait in line for me, I would like to try it, but I'm not going to wait.
If we are carving out a portion of our weekend to do this,
if I pass it and there's no line, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll split it with you.
But we're not really going to be going out of our way to do it. Like, we're not going to be going out of our way.
Because when we say Fro-Yo's back, we mean the old good times, not
the good old handles.
That truly,
self-serving.
it was like in the peak of Fro-Yo. Do you guys remember when Panera was just like so popular?
Yeah.
Like everyone loved like Panera.
Panera and Fro-Yo. Me and my friends used to go to Panera and then got Fro-Yo and then would walk to the movie theater.
Fro-Yo!
Yeah.
Like that was the simplest of times. It was like Instagram was like new and everyone would post their Starbucks and you would go to Panera with your friends and you would get Fro-Yo.
Yeah, that's what I want for this summer. Line up
Panera,
Fro-Yo.
Maybe not Panera.
I like Panera when I'm hungover, but
I haven't had it in a long time. But everyone always says it looks bad.
It's not when you get it delivered. It's not good.
No,
actually,
but I still like it.
I love Panera.
Where's your Panera?
I don't know.
I have no idea. We just order it. It just comes.
Oh.
My mom has like, I don't know. She's in like a Ponzi scheme with Panera, and she has like so many.
Panera always has to be in my good graces because it has raspberry iced tea. My favorite brisk raspberry iced tea, which only Applebee's and Panera has.
An amazing mango smoothie.
And they have an amazing mango smoothie.
But yeah, this summer I'm Panera and Fro-Yo. Like that's just.
We're having a Panera.
But like, not necessarily that I'm eating it every day, but like that's how I want it to feel.
Well, yeah, I think
want it to feel like
this is something beautiful we've captured right now. It's like that's the state of
mind. We've unlocked something.
State of mind. Panera Fro-Yo.
Panera Fro-Yo. Like it was like 2010. We were like, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You get it. Okay.
No, maybe even a statement necklace.
Yes.
It's probably more like it.
Yes. How about this?
Yes. Pablum skirt.
We can maybe try one of these new frozen yogurt places on the podcast.
Oh.
We could.
Let's do a review on our TikTok. We'll do that.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And we're going to start it right after this.
We're going.
Well, yeah, we are. I'm talking about one of these Dubai things, though. Oh. That is discussed in New York.
Yeah. No, we'll carve out some time in a weekend or so. Yeah. And put it on the company card. Yeah.
Company
card.
Our Venmo is.
Let us know your Fro-Yo order when you leave a 5-star review.
Yeah.
And comment. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but Fro-Yo is back.
Yeah.
We're ready
so
for it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, should have maybe put this one earlier because now we're ending our headlines on a sadder note, but felt it was important to
circle back
from our last week's episode
since we're journalists,
where we talked about
Justin Bieber.
Our concern for Justin Bieber. And then I swear it was like the day after we recorded that video of him on stage with SZA dropped, and he looks quite frankly
ill,
very drugged out. And I didn't see any of this discourse, but apparently what the discourse first was about, SZA grabs his face and people were saying some things along the lines of like, this is the kind of woman Justin needs. There's romantic tension here. And then
people have been saying that ever since
the conversation was like, everyone was like, shut up about that. This is SZA knowing how to deal with someone who's clearly maybe drugged out on stage.
Yeah, because she liked that post too. Did you see that?
No.
She liked the post that said that Justin should be with a black woman or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
SZA girl.
But also she could be doing that to like distract from what was actually going on.
That's actually going on. Because I feel like this is the cycle we're in, which is why I think about Justin Bieber more than I want to.
Yeah.
Something happens and then it looks bad, and then we're in the cycle of like explaining it away.
Yeah.
Like that caption he left for Haley last week. This was what happened right after we recorded. I think. Haley's Vogue issue dropped, and this caption he wrote alongside her congrats post was just like, I remember when I told you that you would never be on Vogue.
Yeah.
And then the caption was later deleted. These are not the actions of a person who is in good health. So
I saw people being like, I mean, I think they might be, I don't really know actually, they could be reaching, but they were like, SZA was like picking his head up because he was like about to fall over basically.
Yeah, that's what his eyes were barely open.
But it's just like, to me it's like, why did you invite him to come?
Well, it
sing
almost
with you?
felt like damage control
and it's
that
like, of course,
he did that.
Was it his PR people pushing that, and then what? He fucked it up again?
But it's like also like SZA. It's like, I don't know. It's just like to me, this is just like much more than normal pop culture drama and whatever. It's like, if I was SZA, like, I would not want to intersect myself more than she already has with the song Snooze in general into their relationship, because like obviously whether you like Hailey Bieber or not, that, like that woman, like the things that she's gone through in her life is crazy. I would never want to add to that, like as another woman. And then like, I don't know, just like having to deal with like that look and like obviously now all this stuff about it is like, obviously I think SZA maybe likes the drama, but it's like, this is so much more serious than something
it's a
else.
bit more nuanced than
and I just wish she just didn't do that. It's kind of how I'm feeling. Like, I don't know, I'm like putting it like on a spotlight for him, like I don't know, like I just feel like we're watching him fall apart.
I mean, I don't know how much that was her decision though.
Right, no, of course, I mean,
and I'm again sure even if it was Justin, whoever's idea was that initiated it, like it ultimately was not up to SZA, I'm sure, to make the final.
But her like liking the stuff, it's like,
that's weird.
Don't do that.
That is if weird if true. That is
I don't know.
So unfortunately, the Justin Bieber story has not gotten
better. It's continued to unravel. I guess we're kind of becoming a Justin Bieber also
update channel.
But more to
thoughts on him or thoughts for him?
Best
wishes. Thoughts out to him.
I saw a thing that said to Hailey, it was like, girl, I promise divorce is way less embarrassing than whatever is going on right now.
Unfortunately,
It's true. But then it's like, how much do you want to get divorced when this person is going through a really tough time? It's maybe not the time for divorce.
I don't know.
So, and I'm sure there's plenty of like prenup things involved. Like, you never know. I can't even imagine.
I hope she just like at least isn't like living with him or whatever and is like safe somewhere.
We hope
with
all
with
is
I wonder if they do live together.
I bet they don't. Or at least like it's very like he's not home or something like that.
In the Vogue article, she like takes the journalist to her house where he's recording or whatever. I didn't read it all, but it's a really well written piece.
I liked her Vogue stuff. I saw like her What's in My Bag.
I didn't see much.
She's funny. I like her. Like, and I feel so bad
she
for
is
her.
funny, but like there is messaging from her in that piece that's like, people are ultimately going to think whatever they want, but blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of like, it comes down to the message of like, so basically you're saying that like, pretty much everyone's created this narrative and it's all pretty much fake. And she's kind of confirming that. Like, I mean, I didn't
to
read
an
the whole,
extent,
but it's sure.
But it's like, there are clear signs we're seeing of someone not doing well and someone abusing things. And it's just like, this isn't a normal, like, back and forth Sabrina Carpenter relationship. Like, this is very serious and very much so has been looked at for so many years now that it's just like, I don't know. It's you can't really lie that much. Like, we can tell what's going on, even if it's the truth is being stretched. Something bad is happening 100%.
Well, needless to say, he's not our notorious party girl of the week.
And hopefully, maybe he will be one day, but it does not.
Yeah, maybe one day his redemption arc will come and he will be.
Who is, though, Bella?
Take it away, my tater tots.
Labubus! Labubus are our notorious party girls of the week. And can someone buy me one, please? Because they're all sold out everywhere.
Oh, they're sold out?
Yeah, apparently they drop out like 10 on Pop Mart, so I will be trying to
Oh, it's like a scheduled release up there.
Oh my god, and I need to put it on my Louis bag, and like the pictures I'm about to take with it, it's like $30, I think.
Are these like the new Sunny Angels?
Yes,
like, is this kind of like the next? Okay.
And
never
I
love Sunny Angels.
Oh, honestly, I don't know that much about it. Oh god,
I saw a thing of them being trans, but that could have just been a joke.
I love that even more.
Yeah. I don't know if it's true though, or they have they them pronouns or something.
Oh, they might have they them pronouns.
Love that.
I don't know though. I know it's like a really cool Japanese artist who has created it. There's like a nice backstory about the person. They're really cute, and like, I don't know, I just love when things like aren't so serious and like people have I don't know, I love anything that looks like a baby, and like this is a baby monster, so it's like like if you saw half of the clothes I own, like they're all that Brandy Melville with like the babies on them. I don't know if that's really weird.
I saw someone put like a grill on theirs. I saw those are cute.
An aloe set. I was like, yes, I need it so
I am not on this side of the internet.
Can you sing the song?
I don't want it. Labu 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 boo. I know that.
Yes.
I don't think that's even it, but that's what I heard the other day.
Whatever you just said.
I was confident enough that I at least thought,
but I will have one in my bag shortly. I don't know
for
how.
next week.
I can try. Oh god, I don't think it's gonna be here in time. I don't think I can order in time. But like, there's a Lafufu, which is the fake version of a Labubu. It's kind of like when people would say, like, a Fooey, Louis Vuitton. I don't want that. I want the real one because sometimes their faces come looking crazy. And it's like, it already looks crazy. I don't need, like, a deformed thing. Like, I need my Labubu to be Labubuing, basically.
You need your Labubu full.
I need my Labubu clocked in for shift. And then I'm going to put tooth gems on it and nails and lash. Like, I'm so excited. It's going to be so amazing for me. It's a Labubu summer.
Can't wait to see.
We're having a lot of different summers, but that one.
It's a Labubu on my purse summer because I'm going to put it on my purse. Don't piss me off. Yeah. And I have a Sunny Angel newly. I found it when I was cleaning my room the other day on my makeup mirror. I glued it on there.
Well, it's a Panera and Fro-Yo summer with a side of
Labubu
on my purse. Yeah,
Labubu oh my god, obsessed.
Perfect.
Like if you see me walking down the street, Fro-Yo, Panera, Labubu on the bag. Mind your
Put your Labubu on your Panera
text,
bag.
I already know.
No, it's real.
Oh my god, love it. Well, this was a fun week. We talked for a long time. Yeah.
I mean, it was Beyonce week. So
it was Beyonce week.
We had a lot to say.
And Memorial Day. Yeah.
We had a lot to say.
But thank you everyone for listening. Reminder to follow us on all the platforms. Leave a 5-star review. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us if you wanted to, or if you just want to listen, you're on Apple Music, Spotify.
You know the drill.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Follow for our Fro-Yo journey.
Yeah,
follow along.
We're going to keep doing Fro-Yo content, which I'm really excited about.
Just decided right now.
Starts tonight. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
No one's fun anymore.